Hi everyone, welcome to group time today. I hope you're all having lots of fun learning all about mini beasts this week. On Monday we started to learn some of the names of mini beasts and we learned some interesting facts about some of them. And yesterday we learned all about mini beast habitats. We learned where different mini beasts live. Today we're going to be thinking about how we can look after different mini beasts. So first of all, before we start, just pause the video and recap the mini beasts that we've learnt so far. So have a look at each of these pictures and see if you can tell your grown-ups something about them. Pause the video now and have a little think about these mini beasts that you can see on this picture. Fantastic, well done, you remembered so many things about mini beasts. So you're right, this one here is a butterfly, and we know that a butterfly starts its life as a caterpillar. This one here is a ladybird, and we know that a ladybird has got some wings and they're often red with black spots on. This one here is a caterpillar, and caterpillars have 16 tiny legs. Down here we've got a snail, and we know that the snail uses its shell as a home or to protect itself. Down here we've got a bee, and we know bees have got a very important job because they make honey. And down here is a woodlouse, and we know that we see lots of woodlouse when we pick up big rocks or sticks when we are outside. So today we're thinking about caring for mini beasts, and even though mini beasts have got their own habitats and their own houses, we can still care for them. When we see mini beasts, we should never hurt them or kill them. Why is it important that we do not hurt or kill mini beasts? Pause the video and see if you can think of why we shouldn't hurt or kill any mini beasts. Some really good ideas there, well done, and I can tell that you're really thinking about those mini beasts. So a couple of little things I want to touch upon today. We shouldn't harm or hurt or kill mini beasts because they're really important in taking part in food chains. So here is a picture of a food chain. We've got a leaf that gets eaten by the caterpillar that gets eaten by the meerkat. If we killed all the caterpillars, the meerkats wouldn't have any food to eat. If we chopped all the trees down and got rid of all the leaves, then the caterpillars wouldn't have any food to eat. So food chains are very important. It's the circle of life. Another reason that we shouldn't harm or kill mini beasts is because they help plants to grow. We know that certain mini beasts like to carry pollen from one plant to another. That's called pollination, and they're helping plants and flowers to grow. Then we also know that some mini beasts, such as worms, like to eat the remains of dead plants and dead food. So instead of all the dead plants and the dead food having to go in the bin, we know that some mini beasts like to eat dead plants and dead food. So they're looking after our environment. The most important thing of all is that all mini beasts are God's creatures. And we've talked about this a little bit at school. We have to respect all of God's creatures. That's people and animals, mini beasts, jungle animals, ocean animals. We have to respect and tolerate all of God's creatures. We do not want to harm anybody. Well done for thinking of some really good suggestions there. So first of all, we're going to think about how we can help worms. We know that worms like to live in damp soil. So you could help worms by having a wormery in your home or your garden. Here is a picture of a wormery. You can see some sand and then some soil and then some leaves. So if you can make this and you put worms inside, that's a really safe habitat for them. It's got the damp soil and it's got the leaves that they can eat, but it just means that nobody can harm them or kill them. So you can look after worms by having a wormery. We can also help to look after bees. You might have seen bees in your garden, and I know at school there's been times where we've given bees some fruit or some sugar water because it helps them with their energy. So it's really important to help bees because they've got a really important job. Bees pollinate plants and they make honey and they are really good for the environment. So you could help bees by putting some fruit out in your garden or some sugar water. You could also give bees a home by building a little bee hotel in your garden. We can also care for butterflies. We know that butterflies love to be in places with lots of rich flowers and sunny spaces. So you could plant some beautiful flowers like lavender in your garden to keep the butterflies happy and healthy. The best way for us to care for mini bees is by making a mini beast hotel. We have been down to our wildlife garden at school and we have got lots of mini beast hotels in our wildlife garden. So here are some pictures of some. There's some big mini beast hotels made out of wood and bricks. There's some little ones made out of plastic bottles, and then even smaller ones made out of tissue boxes. And these mini beast hotels are really good places for mini beasts to get food and shelter. So you could put twigs and leaves and dead plants and dead vegetables in your mini beast hotel, and then you're helping the mini beast to get food. So I would like you to have a go at making your own mini beast hotel. You could make it for your garden, and it could be really small, just made from an old cardboard box or an old plastic bottle, just something you've got lying around the house. You can chop it up, put some twigs and some leaves in it, and leave it somewhere in your garden. If you've got lots of wood in your garden, you could have a go at building a bigger one. If you don't have any materials to build a mini beast hotel, then have a go at designing one. So get a piece of paper and some pencils and see if you can design a mini beast hotel. What would your mini beast hotel look like? What would it need? I'd love to see your pictures or your creations. Underneath this video on the school website, there is a document with some photographs and some ideas for making mini beast hotels. I can't wait to see what you create. See you soon!